Hello, and glad to have you here. As you're hopping on, let me know where you're coming in from, and I'm going to tell you about what we're talking about today. Have you heard of or are you involved in any types of different income streams? I mean, most of us have like our regular daily JOB, and then, there are other people that have a lot more than that or maybe three more than that or five more or just seen a lot as I've done my research on this, and I just want to share what I found and to make sure that you guys don't end up like me, which I don't know, when I was younger I just didn't even think, well, I did always have something else to back up, but anyway, but I didn't really understand the streams of income and how important it would eventually come to be that I really needed to have that in check. So today we're going to talk about income streams a little bit. I'm going to give you, the information that I found on the most common ones, and just to, if you're not thinking about it yet, just to have it on your mind, and we'll go from there. So let me introduce myself to those of you that I haven't had the pleasure of meeting. My name is Cherie Woodard, and I help business builders and entrepreneurs to use social media to get prospects, leads, and sales in their business. I do that in a variety of ways. I use attraction marketing, lead generation, video marketing, and all other types of modern and updated strategies and tips that can help you, if they're helping me, if they're things that I find out and that I'm learning from my mentors and leaders, I want to share that information with you as well so that you can be up on it as, just like me. As I'm finding out things, I want to share them with you. So I got notes down here, so you'll see me looking down a little bit. But so when you think about streams of income, and don't forget you can comment. The comment box is open. Just drop your comment in there, and I can answer you on screen, or I can answer you later. Depends on what all you have going on. And even if you catch this, you're not live with me and you're catching this on the replay, you can definitely still leave whatever it was, your comment, question, your opinion, and we'll go from there. And I can always answer you later whenever you have time and I see the comments. I do go back and check. So, are you aware that income streams really can help you out as you go for the long haul, as you're building your business and building your life and family and what have you? Um i think I can remember being in, my mom used to say, go to college, get a couple of years, and this is like way back in the day. So I may be letting you guys, well, how old most people that listen know how old I am anyway, but I'm 66. And so back in the day, it was important to at least, get a couple of years of college and, maybe more if you could afford it, and then start your, whatever your typical job or whatever your employment, whatever it was that you really wanted to do, what it, you know, and everybody had something different, right? There are a lot of people that I know that became educators, became teachers. There are a lot of people that, didn't and did other things. So there's just so many different things out there, but at least you have the first one. If you have the first stream, that's your basic job, whatever that is. For me, I started out, I mean, I've been working like, I can't even, probably since I was 8 years old or something like that. I remember babysitting and that kind of thing, but getting a few dollars here and there for that. But as I continued to grow, I, decided what it was that I wanted to do in life, and that eventually came down to nursing. And so I worked as a nurse for a long time, and I would always kind of have something on the side. So I did have a side hustle, which is another common one that people have. And I did that for off and on for about 20 years. And, and that would bring in, the other part of what it was that I needed or what I thought I needed, because at the time, when you're younger, you're thinking about buying clothes and shoes and, different bags and handbags and that kind of thing. Whereas, and although some people have enough, you know, brain power, bandwidth, whatever you want, however you want to say it, they already know that, this is what they want to do for life, but they're also going to do this and that to, make sure that their income is giving them what it was that they needed, what it is that they needed and where they want to go in life. So, like I said, back when I started, it was just get out of high school, graduate, go to college, few years, and become whatever it is that you want, but do that at least. And things are different nowadays, and I'm still seeing from what I'm hearing, from different friends that I know that are educators and teachers. They, say that they don't really get into this type of stuff, and I don't remember it when I was in school. But different streams of income is really important. It's one of those things that I see that really probably helped me out when I didn't even realize what I was doing. I had no real plan. I grew up in a, poor. And so it was just to have a job and to have my own car and my own apartment was a wow. And then to, have my own home eventually and still have my own car, those were the big things for me, and there were a lot of people that, you know, that I know that didn't have, as much as I had because, I was a registered nurse. And at the time, I didn't think they paid very well, but, it was enough to give me the things that I needed and let me be able to help my family a little bit here and there and so on. So basic, you got your regular JLB, your regular whatever it was that you went to school for, or whatever it is that you are doing, whether you went to school or not, for your basic job. And then, like I said, or I didn't mention this one. This is one that if you're married, then that's another income. Or if you're um, living, like a lot of people live together, so that's still more income. So that's two income streams, so your regular job and then, the stream from your partner, husband, whoever. And then from there, I have down side hustle, which is what I eventually did because I, did hear a lot of people talking and nurses, doctors, and, other people text and, what have you. And, started thinking about what could I do, and someone, of course, invited me into this world of business building. And so, and I've still been in it, I've done it off and on for like 20 something years, but I didn't really get much from it until I, started to really learn, that it's a whole different world out there and, and I needed to catch up with it. And so I started doing that. So anyway, I am still, one of those people that now I know it's important to have more than one income stream. And I don't, and I don't know that other people realize that still. Probably a lot of people do as, times continue to change, but it's just important. It's one of those things that, I really, like I said, I didn't really know about. But I just had always had something on the side, whether it was helping me or not, whether it was like I even did nurse education. I was an educator, a professor for nursing students, and I really, really liked that job. But it was like, the hours of doing that job and then the hours of doing my regular job, just began to clash, and it was just got a little bit too hard to do, especially when I had my two kids. So then after that, the other thing that I had down was, and this is something I have friends who have this as well, rental property. Um, you know, they they rent out whatever, if they have, another house or, a room or whatever, they rent it out, and that's a stream of income that it seemed a lot of people do. And this was also more common than some of the stuff my eyes would close. I was like, this is deep, because it was getting into diversification and that kind of thing. And I was like, okay, that's enough for me. My head can only take so much. My brain can only take so much. So then the last thing that I have here, let's see, so is investing. And I'm trying to think. I know I started investing some time ago, didn't realize what I was doing, but I did find out about, IRAs and um, trying to think what else. I was just listening to some of the other nurses talking. They were talking about IRAs and 401ks and 503 this and that, and I'm like, what? What are you talking about? And so that's when I learned about investing, and just kind of went from there and start talking to the person that they had at the hospital for us to go and ask questions. And so that is what I did. So those are the five common streams of income. And so if you have only one stream of income, remember you need to probably be thinking about what else it is that you want to do that will help you, especially as times go on and we're going through so much over the last few years. And, just it's important to make sure that you have what you need that's going to, especially in a time of where you're going through so much stuff, you're going through a lot of changes, and it's like people are getting really to where things are really tight, and I won't even go into the, I was going to say gas prices and stuff, but there's so many things that are uh, the prices are going up. And so it's just nice to make sure that people know you need more than one stream of income. And the more you have, that's not going to stress you out as far as like having it and doing it. And, it's just important. It's one of those things that I think um, I wish I had known when I was younger. I would have probably had more money put aside, and, would have already started my 401k, which I didn't start that until I learned about it. And that was when I was in my 40s already. So, I didn't really, I was just buying money and I was not buying money. I was buying, with my money, I was buying jewelry and, the things that I had never had before. So I was buying jewelry and shoes, and because I have really big feet. And, that, is one of those things that, I just really, I love shoes and handbags, So anyway, that's it for today. That's what I wanted to share. And I hope that this at least gives you something to think about, depending on the streams of income that you have. And if you only have one, I would get busy, doing some research and thinking about it. It's just a suggestion, to look into what else you can do that will keep you settled and unstressed by income and what's going out and what you have coming in. So that's it. So I'm going to go ahead and get off here. Tomorrow is Thursday, so that's my last day going live. So I will see you again tomorrow with a different topic, and we'll go from there. So I hope you have a great rest of your day, no matter where you are in the world. Take care. Bye now.